Hello guys, what's up again? Some people commented on my not gonna upload for a while video that I should make part 2, and I'm gonna make it right now. So we left off when what was it? When 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 Green was explaining how that where Deku gets his powers. Fish legs. Everyone listens to what he says. They find how Deku is fascinating, but and how even the and how what's the word now, and how his special godlike traits are. Now, in the last one, I said that Deku is extremely powerful. Now, but good. Now the gang invite her to the gang, was it as to help search the archipelago. Let's say this is some near the beginning of Dragon's Edge. I'm not gonna cover the entire Dragon's Edge. We're only just gonna cover a bit of it, since I still have to watch it finish. Okay, so it sounds good. Now they now everything happens. If you've seen the first episode of Dragon's Edge, everything happens a bit similar to that, except the EO part. When the EOs come, all of them don't run away. Cause then Deku sees it, turns his head, and bites one. If everyone is actually, all the dragons kinda look like they wanna regurgitate. Cause remember, they don't like eels, and I don't know why still. As once he bites it, he throws it up in the air and scrolls it downhill. As then he uses his tail to smack a lot into one place as he bites all of the heads off simultaneously. And he does that with their bodies, kinda like how you eat a sandwich. It was pretty weird, as they collects the last bit of his teeth, which kinda like Toothless retracts, which he has rows upon rows. And remember, this is the first time they actually see his teeth since the only times they actually saw his mouth open was when he burned, when he yelled when he used his healing flames on Green. And not even that was and when that was happened, they covered his teeth. She said that this is one of the traits he exhibited. If he ate anything, since he was kind of like a human death, so he has these rows of teeth and impenetrable scales, seemingly impenetrable. So the only thing that actually keeps him from this, and you see, he can really go big, but you see, the only thing keeping him from unleashing his rage is me. You see, because he thinks he only listens to me if I wasn't here and he grew up without me and was a bit more savage. Anything he'd see would be considered food or a meal, and boy, he would destroy everything. Right? Yes, it actually works. Okay. So that's why. And then as they learn about everything else beyond I can't remember the name, but you see Deku is now full, and there was a lot more EOs let's just say a lot more this time. So then they're all overwhelmed. Everything happens the same, and everything happens. Yada yada yada. They get back the stuff, and then they look for the new island. The first island they come across is rather the same. But every island they come across, Deku doesn't land. He just stays in the air. He kind of stays in the air for some reason. Not knowing why. Green just says if he dies, he will never step anything he steps on is he won't go on it if it's not cause it's not our home. He will never step on something that's not homeland. There's unless I tell him that it's just exploring. But remember we're looking for an island, so he does. I will tell him it's exploring. If I told him we're just exploring the island, he'd chop down all the trees with just looking at everything, and he'd come to us and tell us that. And then they ask, how would he tell us? You see, he's way smarter than any type of dragon. No matter what type of dragon, he's smarter than that. Smarter than the smartest humans. Even those ones with quirks. And this means he's so smart, in fact, that he has psychic abilities. And not just any psychic abilities, you'll ask. He controls them with perfect degree. Now, so then after they find the same island, the same boating things, everything basically happens as normal. Then when the Smudvog and the gang, I don't know, I think they're called night terrors. Yeah, Smudvog and the gang. So Smudvog and the gang come. Tough Night or was it Rough Night? I think Tough Night. Tough Night claims he saw this giant dragon, and everything happens the same. Then Green says, So you saw a dragon, huh? Just look for. Then he, oh no, right. She says to Deku, find this dragon, and if it isn't a dragon, tell us. As Deku was sleeping, his eyes opened so fast it looked like they glowed for a second as he vanished. And then they said, What happened? Then they said, you see, he's extremely fast. So he can move, he can fly, run, he can even dig extremely fast. So fast, in fact, that it looked like he teleported. Now, so then, what was it now? Oh, sorry. So then, what's the word now? So then he brings back Smudvog and the gang. They all are surprised of how big they are, of what it is. They ask, how did he bring them back? You see, he has a sort of power against other dragons that allows him to command them sometimes. Not command them always, but command them as in he can tell them that where to go, what to do, to come with him. But it's all by a command. Oh wait, what? Sorry about the zooming, sorry. So then he what's the word? I need a word. So then he uses. So then they actually hear his voice, but they don't actually hear a voice. They more just hear. They don't really hear anything. They just. It's more of as if they are thinking it. And she says that he doesn't have a voice. He doesn't have a voice. More of just growls. He once said to me that he might have a voice. It's just that he really doesn't know how to use it since he isn't that old actually. They asked how, what do you mean? You see, once I found him at birth, I believed he was just a little bit. He was extremely tiny. He was so small, in fact. He was the size of my big toe. Then once he imprinted on me, just over a course of a day, he grew he grew bigger than me. I believe this is because before he really didn't have anyone to protect, anything to do. He didn't know what to do really, since he never had any parents to teach him. He didn't really have anything. He didn't really have a purpose to grow. And since there's none of him, he really has no one else to see, no one else to learn from. So once he found me, and after I taught him a little bit, in that very day, he grew he grew to size of me, so I could so he could accommodate me. They all are fascinated, so he can change his size. So how big can he actually get? Oh, I believe he can get as big as he needs to be. You see, anyone who is considered a friend, he will protect. Anyone who is considered an enemy, he will attack on command by a friend. But you see, if a friend turns into an enemy in the split second of the moment, he will no longer have any feelings or compassion or anything against him. He will simply just attack. No matter how early the moment is, he will attack. You see, with all of these abilities of other dragons, his attack style is extremely strange. Since he has attacked dragons that just plain out attack, assassination dragons, all these other classes just mixed into one. Kinda makes how he does stuff very strange. But you see, what it would have made him very strange if it wasn't for his control degree, for his degree of control. And I think that's my sister. Okay. So then they, what would the word be? So then they, I don't know what I was talking about. So then he does whatever he was about to. I forgot really. After she was done explaining all the abilities of him, about how the dragon thing works, I don't know. Let's keep on to the, wait, did we do the building episode? I think I skipped a bit too far ahead. No, wait. Oh no, I'm right on track. So now they planning the building. All of them are arguing, but then Deku just simply roars so loud it actually almost causes an earthquake. Everyone from Dragon's Edge, actually even around the world felt it. Yeah, everyone from around the world felt the tremor that was Deku's roar. Green has never even heard the roar. They all look at him as he roars again, actually causing an earthquake. making even more land. What if making it actually and making it perfect for them and their dragons? As then he rose one more time to create another island. To create another island, massive, but actually the size of the island he just created, but it is entirely separate. It is close. There's a very thin river. There's a river dividing them. That's all. As then he flies to that island. They see it has some sort of volcano. They all say, "Why did he? Is that how powerful he is?" Then she says, "Yes. You see, the roar and tremors are him. Is him trying to tell you to calm down. The second roar was create an island was to make the island bigger and more, so it's easier for you guys. And the third was to make an island for him alone." Then they ask, "Why for him alone?" You see, he he considers that his personal territory, meaning he's the only one allowed to go there. Because you see, his destructive nature makes it harder for us to come and play with him. To actually play, to train him. So he play on his own. But since he's so powerful, it could make a lot of destruction. So the island is so he has a place for himself. What the? Sorry about all of this interruptions. Is to have a place for himself to contact, so he doesn't destroy a lot of things that you guys have built. As Fish Legs makes a book, the ultimate dragon. The entire book is just a book of all of Deku's abilities, and does also play a part in and remember that she's actually let's say that she's a lot let's say actually wait, I'm gonna have to sorry about this. I'm gonna have to change the story a lot. Let's say that she's very long ago, like in the Burkian times. Now you see, what I'm gonna do is that Deku, that everyone on Burkian Island was blessed when after the series ended, with whatever when it ended, let's just say that that Deku left from their lives, but they were blessed with eternal life. This is gonna make the story a bit weird, but they were blessed and they kept to the ancient times. And anyone who wouldn't believe, no one ever believed him, but then that day, but that's gonna be in a minute after the series ends. So now, let's see. So then, what was it? Oh yeah. So then, after that building episode, when Tough Nut and Rough Nut discover that they own the island, Deku just simply looks at it, roars as he looks at it even closely. He splits his tail in half. Yes, literally. It cuts in half and regenerates as he pats them on the back, fuses his tail back together, and goes back to his own island, but before that, writing a message in the sand in Burkian. It's it's authenticated by me. So a tough night and rough night be really being yay, but then they realize, wait, what, wait, so then they realize, so wait, he has his own island, meaning he isn't one of our citizens. Then they realize, so that's why. Then Green says to herself, so he knew about this. Green says, I think he knew about this. Then all of them say, wait, he knew? How? Then they say, very strange. I think it's one of his abilities. Now, sorry by the way. I'm going to end this at a half an hour video. Longer than my last video I made on this. I'm gonna make a series of this. Please tell me what's gonna happen in the future, cause once let's say once after I complete all of this, I'm not actually gonna complete it until the new movie comes out, okay? So I'm gonna end it at after the third movie, and then I'm gonna wait. Then you guys are gonna have to wait until the fourth movie comes out. Okay, sorry for this. It's really difficult for in my current situation, but luckily it's my break. I just wrote assessments. Comment down below what you think about my video. Okay, so now they learned that they need help, but it's gotten too extreme, actually way too extreme. And let's just say the fireflies are actually smarter, so they don't see, so they just don't recognize, so they don't do anything with the queen or with the what you call it.
Is elke plant to eat.
Okay. So then everyone goes to, so then Green goes to help. Green says, help, we need help. Night. He says, screaming, night come. Sorry. As then Deku wakes up from sitting in some lava. Or let's just say he's getting cold or something. He opens his eyes, flashes. All the fireflies see him as he says come. As he tells them to come to this island now. As he takes them to the same island, to the same island that they took the fireflies. Are they called fireflies? No, I think it's something like that. Fireworms, yeah, fireworms. To that stone island. And this is a good place for you. You won't burn anything. Yes, I think too. As everything's okay. Hot. Sorry. I'm eating. As he leaves him, they say, wow, that's really, they said the second is really nice and awesome. They say, then it's Green says, you wouldn't know the half of it if it wasn't, I wouldn't know half about how, I wouldn't know half of Sign know if it weren't for this dragon. They say, what do you mean? Well, you see, this dragon taught me a lot of things it knew. So and almost all the stuff it taught me, I could have learned just from experience. Learn from myself. But now it's dragon. Wait, give me a second. So then Deku it just says out of pure boredom. He looks at he tells everyone, look in the water. And then once they blink, it looks like they're dragons, but it's really just Deku tricking them with his psychic powers. Then when they look at each other, they don't see anything. They see no people. As Deku is laughing as hard as he can. Rin is also laughing. Since he knew about this. 1 second. Okay. So my bro said something about Deku being a god, but really, I had something similar. What if I was in My Hero Academia? I will try and make a gacha life video with it, but honestly I'm not that good. So I hope you guys will like it. We're gonna start just as a couple spoilers. This is okay, the video ended, but this is a spoiler, okay? Deku is walking home. All might say you see him and tells him he can't be a hero. He's sad. Then he just bumps into me randomly, literally. He said me as I say hi. I am Diamond. As Deku says hi, I am Izuku Midoriya. As I say, he looks sad. He says, my number one hero says I can't be a hero without a quirk. And he says, you need a quirk, eh? You're lucky you bumped into me. And then he said, what? You mean? As the diamond embedded in my forehead, glows. It shines onto Deku. Deku wakes up, but Deku was walking unconsciously. He wakes up the next day. Now this is where he would start his 10 months training. But no, since he doesn't get one for all, he doesn't have to go to that extreme training regiment. Let's say he goes back to the same place he met me. As I meet him there. So, how do you feel? I asked him. He says he feels the same. I said, oh, as I note something down. As I step back, you might feel some extreme pain in a second. And he said, well, what? And then he feels an extreme amount of pain. But nothing happens to him. He said, what did you do to me? Sorry. Then I say, well, it worked. And he says, what? Say, look at this ball. Say, size 100%. As he says that, the ball gets twice as big. And that's it for the spoilers on what if I was in My Hero Academia. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes. I need help.
If you want anything, if you want another,
Subscribe.
so,
Click the like button.
and if you want a different one, if I did any type of mistake, please tell me, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Oh, and by the way, we're gonna have that gacha life. We're gonna do with that gacha life video I said about, right, bro?
Which gacha?
What if
Club.
What if me and my father was in my email? But you see, my bro, we are gonna do it. So we're gonna start. So, that's gonna happen in a week. Yeah, we're gonna spend the week doing everything. Okay?
Okay, but we just need to figure out.
We're just gonna do a couple of things.
What will we
Yeah.
look like?
We already have our calculator designs, thanks to my bro. Right, say that, right, bro?
Wait, on what?
On Gacha Life, remember?
I
Yeah.
thought a gacha club, you idiot.
No, on Gacha Life.
Can you pause the video for a second?
Yeah, I'm gonna help you though. So, we are going to make a Gacha Club video.
It's still paused. Pick something else.
No. My name is, I'll be called Diamond and my brother will be called James. My actual name will be, my name is White Diamond. You see,
Hey, I thought
and my brother is James. And you can,
That's my real name. The fake name is Hyper and Jackie. That's my fake names.
yes. Jackie is his nickname and Hyper is his fake real name.
Yeah, I use that too.
Yeah, it's very complicated with my brother. He really wanted his name to be that. Okay, now.
Then I thought of it was like, it's hot. Then my real name was about. I was thinking what my
So you
fake
see,
name would be.
quiet. Me and my brother are celestial entities, meaning we are extremely powerful. But you see, we have a rule. We are not allowed to help mortals we are not allowed to do mortals favors unless they give us some sort of profit. Meaning we will do anything if it benefits us too.
If they don't give us something, I just put them in a coffin.
I will go do the coffin dance.
We both do the coffin dance, like clone ourselves.
Yeah, good. Now,
Then we kill the clones.
Quiet. Yeah. Now, if you want something different, if you don't like my story, please tell me what you don't like about it, and what I should stop doing, or if I did something wrong, please tell me. My bro will be helping me edit. Sorry, will helping me edit.
Design
and edit our Gacha Club video. By the way, all my videos are not scripted. So if you think I should do scripted, please tell me. But I like non-scripted, because then let's just say that I actually have a better idea. Now, but I'm at that point where I have to say something like that. So I change it. So I can change the story a little bit sometimes. You understand?
Okay.
Now,
Yes.
I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'm gonna end it now, and please tell me.
I'm gonna end it this time. And
Please tell me what me and my brother should do better Well, see ya. Bye.